Border Farm Supplies, premier suppliers of farm and country products in the border area, delivered direct or at a farm and country store.
Brought to you by M&J Ballantyne. Superior homes in stunning locations.
Tonight we're at Poynder Park in Kelso for the Scottish Hydroelectric Premier 2 match between Kelso and Gala. Gala won this one 16-0 at Netherdale, so the boys from Kelso will be out for revenge. They're both safe. They're not going to be relegated. They're not going to be promoted. So you could say that there's nothing at stake tonight. Nothing at stake in a border derby. You've got to be kidding. And early on it was Kelso putting on the pressure. Great take there by young second row Donald Seed. The Kelso pack thumping up there onto the Gala line. Andy Tate to Craig Renton, Ewan Ford and Nathan Trotter picking up a smashing line to go in under the post for the opening try for Kelso. That was well worked, and Kelso looking dangerous already. Only 9 minutes gone, and Ford's conversion taking the score to 7 points to 0. 5 minutes later, still deep inside Gala territory. Gala trying to run that one away. Tom Weir stopped in his tracks by Stuart Lang. The ball back to Andy Tate, out to Ewan Ford, and oh, what a lovely run. Beautiful balance by the young Kelso centre, and this time his pass putting Andy Tate in for the second try. And that was an absolute beauty. No problem for Ewan Ford. 14-0 after 15 minutes. And Gala looking just in a wee bit of disarray here. Falling off the tackles, not getting the defensive lines right, and Kelso determined to take advantage of it. Again, Ford shrugging off a couple of tackles. Lovely balance run there, up over the Gala 22. Back to Andy Tate. He's desperate for that ball, just coming back a wee bit too slowly. Out to Ian Wallace, the big number 8. Making the hard yards. Tate again there, snapping at their heels. Out to Renton, missed pass to Mikael Hartley. Hartley again shrugging off the tackles, well over the Gala 22. Quick ball again for Tate. Out to Renton, and oh, what a gorgeous wee chip. Eluding Craig Robertson, straight into the arms of Greg Minto. And the big winger crashing over the line for try number 3. And Kelso going into a 19 points to 0 lead after only half an hour. And there was more to come from the home side. Ball taken at the back of the line out there by Willie Barry. Laying it back for Tate, Renton. And oh, what look at that run by Greg Minto. Terrific line, terrific offload to Nathan Trotter. Trotter hold down just short of the line by Tom Weir. Kelso needing quick ball. And getting it, the forwards piling in there, Grant Shields and Donald Seed looking for the ball, looking for that wee opportunity around the fringe, but then it was Tate out on the narrow side and Renton spotting the gap, gliding through, and try number 4, the bonus point for Kelso before half time. 24 points to 0. Was it going to be 26? It certainly was. Another cracking conversion by Ford to bring up a half-time scoreline of Kelso 26, Gala 0.
Brought to you by M&J Ballantyne. Superior homes in stunning locations.
Border Farm Supplies, premier suppliers of farm and country products in the border area, delivered direct or at a farm and country store.
Into the second half, 26 points to 0 down. Well, Gala were going to have to pull someone out of the bag, or this was going to be a miserable defeat. And between two border sides, well, pride is at stake, and you could see that the way Gala came out in the second half. From the line out, the drive onto the Kelso line, holding the ball, going through the phases, forwards piling in there, looking for that wee chance, that wee edge, particularly around the fringe, and suddenly the ball appears, the gap appears, and the man going over, Mark Welsh, over for Gala, opened the scoring. And it wasn't an easy kick for 18-year-old Graham Spears, but the youngster had no problem sending the ball clean between the posts. 26 points to 7, but only 3 minutes later, next chance came for Gala off a midfield fumble by Kelso. Snapped up there by Mike Christie, the ball out to skipper Andy McLean. McLean out to fullback Fraser Thompson, and great turn of speed there, but look at this for a bit of pace. That man again, Graham Spears, outpacing the whole Kelso defence and in under the posts. That was sheer pace, balance and skill from the young winger, converting his own try, and Gala certainly back in the game. Only 5 minutes into the second half, 26 points to 14. And going into the final quarter, Gala still determined to get up sides with Kelso. Again out to Fraser Thompson. Thompson, lovely break, lovely offload, and that man again on the end of it was Graham Spears. You could hardly blame the youngster for missing the kick after the effort he'd put in there. But 26 points to 19, all to play for now. Gala inside their own 22 again. Kelso looking for the try that would probably clinch it, but not quite in control of the ball the way they wanted to be. Turned over. Mike Christie of the flamboyant hairstyle, beavering away in there and getting the ball away, and it out to Willie Cox. Cox again out to Bruce Dick, another 18-year-old flashing away there down the left wing, off his left foot, in between Trotter and Ford, and then a perfect offload to Graham Spears for the wing to pick up his hat-trick. What a night for the youngsters from Gala. I tell you what, there's some real promising boys here. And Spears' kick, what a conversion from the touchline to tie the scores at 26 all with quarter of an hour to go. Kelso knew that they'd blown a big lead and were determined to get something out of the game and not just the 2 points for a draw. Pop-up ball there to Adam Morris, taking it into the heart of the Gala defence. Out to Ewan Ford, Ford to Trotter. Trotter, oh, high tackle there. The referee Johan van der Merwe. So Kelso know they've got the penalty, a very kickable one. But when the ball gets out to Craig Renton, has a drop goal attempt anyway, and straight through. To take Kelso into a 3-point lead with 4 minutes to go. But in a game like this, anything could happen. Gala from the line out, driving on the Kelso line, the Kelso defence absolutely desperate to keep them out, knowing that a try would be enough for Gala to take the spoils in what had been an absolute cracker of a game. But finally the ball turned over, back on the Kelso side. Tate looking for Trotter, finds his fullback, slams it into touch. Referee Johan van der Merwe blows for full time. Kelso absolutely delighted, they'll be proud of that one. But Gala can be equally proud, having contributed to a terrific game of rugby. And let's be honest, putting one over in Gala must be an awful nice feeling.
Oh, it is. It's always sweet to win a border derby. But I mean, the ground and the conditions suited both the teams tonight, and I mean, I'm sure the spectators would have enjoyed it. But you're right, it's good to get one over them.
And a great advert for club rugby.
Oh, it is, without a doubt. I mean, a night like this, you can't fail. I mean, the conditions, the supporters were down, and as you say, it's a great advert for the border teams, the border rugby.
So an absolute rip-snorter of a match here at Poynder Park. Kelso 29, Gala 26. A game of two halves if ever there was one. Kelso coming out on top, getting revenge for that defeat at Netherdale. But what we'll remember is a tremendous match. This is Ron Evans for Scottish Rugby Television at Poynder Park.
Border Farm Supplies, premier suppliers of farm and country products in the border area, delivered direct or at a farm and country store.
Brought to you by M&J Ballantyne. Superior homes in stunning locations.